Hello, my loves. So there's been this very specific masculine energy coming through, connected to a very specific divine feminine energy. And this is a divine sacred feminine who has most likely stopped watching videos or is only watching videos that are supporting her inner union for the most part. It feels that she's made a big shift in focus, like honoring the connection, but also simultaneously focusing on what's actually present in her life. So this feels like a pair that has not communicated in the physical world in quite some time. It also feels as though the feminine has volleyed this communication over to the masculine, and that ball of communication is directly in his court. And this is really interesting how this has been coming through for quite a bit of time, actually. But I needed the space to honor it and let it land for those of you who resonate with this. So, this masculine energy is wanting to communicate with the feminine. I do feel that he has hesitation and some fears of rejection around this. This feminine has actually put up quite significant boundaries in place. Again, this does feel like this was done some time ago. And what is coming through is not to have the sacred divine feminine take down her boundaries per se. But what is coming through is actually if you're a feminine who has been wanting communication from your masculine, and also maybe even got to the point where you are not expecting it at all and you've just let it go. But you've been feeling some energies coming up around this lately. It's coming through to let yourself actually drop into the past time you held communication with your masculine and bring the version of who you are now to that space, holding your standards, right? So it's not necessarily about taking down the standards. You're holding those, you're embodying those, you are those, right? You already know that you're standing in what you're meant to be standing in. So now you can actually take down the protective mechanisms that may have initially put the divine masculine on hold. But if he's gone through some of his transformation process and is actually ready to come forward with genuine communication, then the opening of receptive energies within your stream will be supportive to allow that to come forward. Another thing that came through for this specific line of sacred feminines is that if you have been in this energy where you specifically have been like, if you're not showing up in the physical, then there's really nothing for me to listen to or focus on. Again, like I said, you're honoring the connection, but working with the energies when they present, but sort of as far as the physical world goes, just not really giving it too much attention. If things come in, you kind of accept it and then let it go until it actually shows up in the physical. You're not giving it a whole lot of your energy or focus, which makes perfect aligned sense. This is, it feels that there have been messages or energy that have been trying to get to you from your masculine that maybe has come in multiple times and you have been blowing it off. Understandable, totally get it. But this is actually a tap on the shoulder from the higher energies to say, actually, of course, always discern what feels aligned for you, but it is coming through for you to sit with these messages and allow yourself to actually receive them. Of course, you sit and discern with what feels true to you. But my sense is that there is a portion of the collective that has been in this energy that actually is ready for the next phase of their connection, like we've been speaking about here on the channel. And this dissolving of that old membrane is actually ready to happen because whatever the next phase is, it came through on Patreon, I think last week, that the sacred contract had, it was an image of a scroll of the sacred contract, but there was still some parts that hadn't been fully opened on the scroll yet. And it does feel like those next steps and stages are being activated for a portion of the collective that are moving into the next phase. And if you're in this energy or have been, especially at sort of the forefront of this embodiment of the ascension and evolution energies, this is just a message for you to check in to see, ask your higher self, ask the divine, ask source, is there something for you to dissolve to allow your connection to go and grow to the next levels? Whatever that means for you. It could be communication, it could be a million things, but it does feel like there's this sort of middle ground bridge of communication that is wanting to be shared and heard. And the higher energies are asking the divine sacred feminines to actually, when it feels aligned, give this a bit of space and actually air it out, open it up. I'm not saying what it exactly is, but it is sort of saying, give this some of your attention. You're going to know right out of the gate if it's a distraction. If it is, let it go. But my sense is that maybe over the next few days or weeks, there may come a moment in time where this message might hit and resonate from whenever you're watching this, where there is something trying to come through that will actually be supportive for your personal evolution as well as the evolution of your connection. Okay. And I say these words without any specific attachment to what that evolution is, right? It will be whatever is perfect for you and your connection. All right, my loves, whatever you are ready for, whatever you've been praying for, it does feel that this may be a next step on the next part of your journey. Okay. This message really, really, really wanted to come through. So I hope that it's helpful and supportive for some of you, hopefully many of you. Whoever resonates with it, I would love to hear from you. Let me know if this is making sense. And as I'm letting this land, I'm just getting the message to actually go over on my Patreon and pull some deeper messages around this specific stream. So I will also drop that in the pinned comment for those of you that want to go a bit deeper into this energy and see whatever messages or supports may want to come through with this. All right. All my information will be in that pinned comment if you would like to connect with me directly one-on-one. I'm sending you so much love and wishing you a beautiful day. And I hope that you found this message supportive. All right, sending you lots of love. Take care. Bye.